Welcome back. Vice President Kamala Harris is making the rounds in some unlikely places. She's done interviews with the Shade Room, Roland Martin. She did a town hall with Charlemagne the God just today. It comes as concerns rise over whether or not her message is resonating with black voters. Democratic strategist Antjuan Seawright is up late with me tonight. He's here on the Final Five with that and more. Antjuan, it has been a minute since we've seen you here on Fox 5. It's good to see you again, my friend.
It's good to be back with you, and always a pleasure.
Let's talk about this, because we know Democrats for a long time have enjoyed a great advantage when it comes to the African-American vote. I want your take right now. There's been this talk that maybe the vice president isn't enjoying the support that maybe other Democratic candidates have had in the past. What's your take?
Well, what she has made clear from the very beginning of her journey towards the presidency and towards the nomination is she's not taking any constituency for granted, in particular the most loyal and dedicated voting bloc in the history of this country, black Americans, black voters. 34.4 million eligible black voters will be able to participate in this election. That's a 7% increase from the 2020 election. And when black folks show up to the ballot box to cast our vote, it's a demonstration of our trust. And so what Vice President Harris has said and what Governor Walz has said is we're going to earn the trust so that we can then earn your vote in this upcoming election.
And you know, just to expand a little bit more, there's also been a lot of talk about the mail vote itself, but we are seeing, at least from the Democratic side, some effort to make inroads. I know that there's some word going around that maybe at some point the vice president might speak with Joe Rogan, which has a lot of male listeners. But regardless, I mean, it seems as though this is a much different playbook than we saw Hillary Clinton play in 2016 and Joe Biden to some extent 4 years ago.
Well, you take nothing for granted and you leave no constituency untouched. And what this election has presented for Vice President Harris in particular is an incredible opportunity. What was once uncertain ground has now become fertile ground. And because it's fertile ground, she is showing up everywhere to win over everyone. And I often say, as I'm traveling the country, that black Americans or black people are casting a survival vote in this election. And with that being said, there are constituencies that fall up under the black voter umbrella, including black men. And black men ultimately will be casting a family unit vote as well as a once-in-a-generation vote. And let me say it a different way, in fact. They will be casting a survival vote for this reason, because whomever has policy decision-making power after this election will have a large say-so in whether or not communities that look like mine and people who look like me will be able to live or die, forget about survive or thrive. And so that's why you see her elevating the conversation around the importance of the black male vote. You've seen a policy rollout just this week to speak directly to the needs, concerns, fears, hopes, and aspirations of black men. But you also see her meeting folks where they are and not taking for granted, pushing back on the misinformation, disinformation. Down south, we call it lies, but also showing the contrast of what she would do for the family, for the community, and for the individual.
You know, there was a lot of reaction about 2 weeks or so ago. Former President Obama was in Pennsylvania. He was in Pittsburgh before it appeared to the University of Pittsburgh, speaking with young men and young black men and saying, don't take this vote for granted. These are not ordinary. I want to get this quote. These are not ordinary times. These are not ordinary elections. A lot of people, including the likes of Nina Turner, former state senator from Ohio, Bernie Sanders' surrogate at one point, said that he was lecturing black men when he shouldn't be doing that. Was he doing the right thing in speaking out that way?
I think he's using his voice to try to meet the moment and help the cause. With that being said, I don't think we should dismiss the feelings of anyone, because we pride ourselves on being a big tent and welcoming everyone's voices, ideas, and opinions to the table, because on the other side, they're at the menu. However, I do think black men understand their power, they understand their network, and they understand their net worth. And so what they need is for people to listen. They need people to listen more than they talk, but they also need people to speak to them, not necessarily at them. I don't think the former president was doing that. I think he was being a voice for the voiceless and articulating what it's like to be in the presidency and understanding that the pace of progress can sometimes be slow for black people, in particular black men, but it does not mean that we cannot show up, not participate, and not vote our best interests.
Well, I mean, the difference between Vice President Harris is she has several former presidents backing her, and former President Trump, we've not heard from any so far.